whatever. I don't know.
That's weird. All right, but
Yeah.
we're live, and yeah, last night we did a live show, and I said that if there's anything that's going to happen today, we'll do another live one. And as of right now, there's some protests going on in Washington D.C. and in New York City. So it started about a couple of hours ago. They did try and start a fire, but they extinguished that. So what do you think is it's going to happen? I knew something like this was going to happen. I said last night that protests is going to start tonight and then probably end all the way through at least Sunday.
Well, I know one thing. I think the National Guard needs to be on duty too. Yeah, because I mean
Yeah, they
they
are
got
going
to
to be
keep
there.
them. What's that?
The National Guard is going to be there.
Yeah, I mean they need. Yeah, they just need to expect the worst right now. Right now, Um, I mean, look at everything that Soros. I mean, all the trouble, all the chaos that's been created. You know, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's I mean, I don't know. It's really it's stupid. I mean, but I mean,
Yeah, this is totally 100% funded. It
yeah,
looks to me that everything's been cleared out as of right now. Um,
yeah,
just gassing them. They was pepper spraying them. There was reports of that. Um, Man, like I said, they did try to do a fire, but that didn't work out too well.
yeah. Now, wait, what city is this right here?
This is Washington.
Washington. Okay, city
Yeah,
Washington.
this
All
is
right.
D.C. This is at the Deplore Ball. Now, there was a protest in New York City with Fat Michael Moore and Alec Baldwin, but there wasn't that much of excitement at that one as there is at this one. But this is going to be, I think this is going to be happening at least throughout the entire day tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, this whole thing. If you ask me, this is history right here, man. I mean, Donald Trump not having no, it's just I don't, it's exciting for those who've been, supporting and the whole time. But I don't. I'm trying to grasp and trying to look at it in another point of view. Like, why are they seeing Donald Trump as a threat? You know, I mean, I think there's a very low
It's
percentage.
because of the fake news that's brought on by the mainstream media that says he's the next coming of Hitler.
Well, he's quick. Have you been noticing he's quick to shut down the quick news? He won't even take questions or respond to none of them. he says, he
Yeah.
says, "You're fake news. Shut up." I love that.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, he called out CNN that day, and I played
Yeah.
that 50,000 times.
Yeah. But if you ask me, according to the election, and even the call, there's actually really a very small percent. You got the left wing, the liberals. I call them the little brainers because they really have no clue. Seriously, I mean, if
Brainwashed.
they've done it,
Completely brainwashed.
absolutely. If they've been doing their homework, if they've been following along, it's because you ever watch Bill O'Reilly?
Yeah, I watch him sometimes. I watch Hannity and Tucker
Yeah.
Carlson.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what. You ever see when Waters goes around and interviewing
Yeah, the
people?
Waters World.
I love him, man. He's a character though, but he here he is. A lot of these people he interviews. A lot of them are college people.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to be educated, freshly educated people. They have no clue about
Exactly.
nothing. I
And then
mean,
when he goes and interviews protesters, they don't even know why they're there. They're just there because they're getting paid to be there.
yeah,
They don't know what they're protesting.
he'll ask them a simple question. I mean, stuff that you learn as a young kid. You know, I mean, who we fight in the Civil War? Korea? You get some of the stupid answers. I mean, these people have no clue. That's one thing about history. I always love my history growing up in school. But
Hmm. But what's surprising is that I'm surprised Fox is not covering riots. CNN is not even covering these riots. MSNBC is not even covering these riots because I've been flipping through the channels and I haven't seen not one about the protests. I call them riots. They're riots.
yeah,
That's something on fire. That's a riot.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's an act of violence. It's to entice further, conflict. Um,
Yep.
hey, one thing it's a question I wanted to ask you. Are you going to be around tomorrow during the day?
Yeah,
Um,
I'll be home all day.
no, the reason I was asking, well, I don't know. It's just a thought that ran through my head. I don't know if I'm going to be around or what I'm doing. Well, I'm going to be off tomorrow. I'm going to be home tomorrow. I won't be at work because my pain medicines and everything. Right now, they're working. They're doing pretty good. So hopefully, I mean, I'll only take them when I need them. But I thought about maybe we could do something or do something tomorrow while the inauguration is going on. That goes around what, noontime, don't it? I think. Yeah.
I was going to plan on doing a basically after the inauguration show on Not Mainstream at 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's cool. Yeah, because yeah, there's something we're doing tomorrow night too, but we're gonna be doing a show while listening to a show, if that makes any sense. um, yeah, the RIP, the paranormal radio talk show, they do a show at 10 o'clock every Friday night, and I think it's going to be interesting because I want to promote them. There's a lot of people that are unfamiliar with who they are, which they're promoting our event for next year, and they're going to be there live. But they broadcast worldwide on their real radio show, so it's pretty cool
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Yeah, we were going to do our Blog Talk Radio while listening to them, so I'll probably play them through my phone while we all listen in, or well, we could all listen in through a device while we talk amongst ourselves and discuss things. They're actually going to be discussing alien. Well, the guest they're having on, I think, has something to do with UFOs, but they get into talking about a little bit of everything, which is pretty cool stuff. So,
Oh,
but no,
that's
I just
neat.
want to throw that out there. I wasn't trying to get off
Yeah,
topic or nothing. So,
yeah, but
but yeah.
we're going to do something at 8 o'clock, so it probably won't take that long.
Oh, that's fine. They're not till 10 o'clock anyway. So, yeah, yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah, it's
I
I'm
think the
excited, really.
protests. Yeah, me too. I'm excited.
I mean, yeah, it's history, man, history.
It is.
You
It
know,
is
and
history.
I'm glad to see. I've noticed there is people that were not for Trump starting to ease over and say, yeah, well, let's give this man they're starting to lighten up and get some sense because
Yeah.
they want to give the man a chance. So
Hmm. It's the people that's so consumed and brainwashed by CNN and MSNBC and other mainstream media outlets that's not budging.
right, yeah, I see several people are trying to um, pass it along as far as trying to spread the word about shut CNN down, boycott them. Which I know Dan Baker's trying to do that, trying to pass that along, stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, I mean, CNN needs to be shut down completely.
yeah, hey, you know
It's,
what?
it's just,
If the
it's
left
just
could,
horrible.
yeah, if the left could riot and do all their trash talk, why don't we fight back with all the positive stuff? Like start sharing Trump this, Trump that. I mean, that's why I shared that little that picture earlier, just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
Because I added that caption in there. Yeah. You know where I got that part of that caption from?
Where
You ever
at?
watch Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the show, he goes, "I'm rich, bitch." I had a feeling that's where I got that. But
All right.
yeah,
It looks like the protests are. I don't see any. live streams for it. There is a police chase that's going on. A woman that's wanted for murder, and apparently they stopped her, and now she's getting arrested. So
Huh.
yeah.
Hmm.
But I think the protest is going down. Don't be surprised. There's going to be more tomorrow night,
Oh
and
yeah.
probably in the morning as well. There's going to be way more. Like I said, it's probably going to last throughout the week,
Yeah.
at least through Sunday. But before we wrap it up here, what's your prediction that might happen tomorrow? Do you think anything's going to happen? Anything major? For
Well, with what we've been seeing here within the last several months, with all the chaos of the idiotic left and the liberals and all the welfare people. That's what I call them because they're people that don't work. They're, you know, uh, I see some trouble. I can always predict some worse scenarios. Um, people raising hell, people for more crying going on. College
yeah,
students needing time off from classes again. So
yeah, get like their safe space with coloring books and puppies and going to a psychiatrist. And I must say this would be a great time to be a psychiatrist because you would get a lot of people.
yeah, the school councils will be working overtime.
Exactly. But we'll just have to pray for his safety tomorrow because the main thing I'm concerned about is his safety.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, because this is good stuff right here, though. I mean, with everything that's happening, and anyone out there that's listening that was not or is not for Trump, they need, the only thing I could say is just lighten up and
Yeah.
just, you know, one thing I think a lot of
Have
people
an
don't.
open mind. He's not even in yet.
Yeah, right. But they got to look at it like this. They're looking at it in a negative sense. Well, he's not a politician. Well, that's the big plus about it. He's not. He's an
Yeah.
outsider. He's not part of the establishment.
Mhm.
There's a fixed organization. It's done a certain way. That certain way has
Yeah.
led to corruption, led to debts and all poverty. Here's a man. I don't know. Right now, I don't have the right word to say, but he's here to fix it. He's the
Yeah.
maintenance man. But
Yeah.
he's here
He's
to
the
do a
he's the
job.
cleaner upper.
Yeah, and if
And
people
that's
haven't realized, he's already started and hasn't even gotten in office yet. He's already
yeah.
created jobs and saved
Mhm.
lots of millions of
Exactly.
dollars here. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah. And I don't want to hear about that bullshit. All the companies was planning on doing that all along. No, they weren't.
yeah.
They weren't. They heard
Have
Trump saying that he's going to tax their ass, and so they decided to create some jobs here.
have you seen the comparison, the debt that we were in when
Mhm.
Obama first took office up till now? There was a
Yeah.
debt.
Yeah, I did.
There was a small debt. It's probably tripled, almost, well, a little over doubled anyway. Since
Yeah.
since he's finished, um, and people who praised him, look at everything he's doing right now, even until his last days. Murderers, rapists, whatever. I mean, he's pretty much letting them get out of
Terrorists.
jail. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the people are crying about, well, we don't need a wall. That's there. Anyone who's against the wall. Have they been seeing the recent news too?
Mhm.
Hold on. There's these immigrants. There's one guy. I know he's been deported several times and caught here in in America so many times. He's raped a 13-year-old girl,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, I heard about
they
that.
keep sending him back, but he keeps coming back. So um,
Mhm.
yeah, so I don't know. It's crazy, but yeah, that's the
Yeah,
purpose
but
why. That's why Donald Trump wants the wall to keep the illegals and the criminals out. You know, just
and
like
the
anyone else.
drug lord cartel.
Yeah, I mean, we have Asians that come over here. They're welcome. Everyone's welcome here, but they do it legally. You know, they do it legally, and they have business
Yep.
to it. You know, so I mean,
Yep.
that's all they need to realize. You know, people need to realize no one's not allowed to come over here, but you got to be legal about it. So
Imagine
yeah,
if you enter
so
Mexico illegally, they would take your ass to jail right there on the spot.
yep. Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey, forgive my ignorance for not following up. Did we ever get our American prisoner back? The from over there that was stuck there that Obama never did anything about.
I can't.
You
Is that
recall?
the
I
one
can't
where they did
even.
that the ransom, the $400 million ransom?
I'm trying. I don't know if it was that. I know there was. We had an American soldier that was prison there for a stupid reason. He didn't do nothing wrong. But he was in prison there,
Hmm.
and the president had the power to interact, but it's something he never did. And I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. If there was, I haven't followed up on anything or saw anything. But I know
Hmm.
one of our soldiers was over there. He might have crossed over on border lines or was over there. Did something? I can't remember what happened, but he. So, yeah, it was probably almost a year ago. I could be off a little bit, but so
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard,
yeah, huh?
but
Yeah. So
all
yeah.
right, let's go ahead and end this because the protests they seem to be dying down a little bit. I'm sure there's more that's going to start happening sometime soon. I wouldn't be surprised if it lasts, like I said, throughout the whole weekend.
Right.
All I have to say is pray for Trump family, pray for their safety, make sure nothing goes on without a hitch
Absolutely.
tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And we'll
Yeah.
definitely be live tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to discuss all the things that happen. And hopefully nothing bad will happen tomorrow. So good night, everybody.